What's the thing most beginners struggle with when they try to learn color grading? Well, it's not the science behind it, because there's a lot of technical tutorials here on YouTube. And it's certainly not always the DaVinci interface, because again, there's a lot of tutorials here on YouTube that are going to show you exactly how to use every tool inside of Resolve. So the thing most beginners struggle with is making the right decisions. What do I do next? What's missing here? Can I do more? Should I do less? Is it too much? These are the questions that I always hear when I coach beginners. And if you're new to the channel, let me introduce myself. I am Giuseppe. And while I started out as a broke videographer many years ago, eventually I became a remote colorist. People that follow my channel know for a fact that I don't hold anything back. I promise that by the end of the video, I will have ended your color grading confusion and you will be able to color grade any clip. Let's learn. I color graded this video for a director in New York City, if I recall correctly. This was some time ago, and I tried my very best to please him. The references he sent me were kind of like this, so very desaturated, low exposure, a bit grungy, you get the point. And I remember I matched them very fucking closely. What happened is that as soon as I sent him the footage, he got very upset at me because it didn't look like what he had envisioned. The problem was that he didn't even know what he wanted the footage to look like. The thing is that he wasn't much of a director. In fact, he works mostly as a gaffer. So he didn't know what he wanted the footage to look like, and this made my job hell. If you fast forward a couple of weeks, I went viral on Reddit. And can you guess what work was included in the post that got me viral? It was this one. I remember a specific comment on Reddit from a guy that told me that these clips, these colors, these whatever, they looked so soothing and they looked just so good and so different from what he was used to. Because not a lot of stuff nowadays look like this. What is the lesson that we can all learn from my story? The thing is that color grading is fucking subjective. The thing is this, YouTube tutorials never teach you anything valuable. I would say that they actually make you worse at color grading because they overload you with techniques without teaching you the art part of color grading. Now, we both agree that color grading is a form of art. I'll give you a quick argument real quick so that you can agree with me. If I like the color red and you like the color yellow, can we agree on whichever is best? Is yellow better just because you like it more? Is red better because I like it more than yellow? None of those two colors can be better than the other. So same thing applies for grading. When I encountered, that situation, when I faced that story, when I faced that client, when it all happened, I started to think, well, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe if he doesn't like the way it turned out, maybe the problem's with me. And it put a very big dent in my armor, in my self-esteem. What I found out with experience by working with other clients, by handling different projects, is that it's all relative. So when you watch YouTube tutorials, you're focusing on the wrong stuff. And nobody teaches this. Have you ever wondered why nobody teaches the fucking art part of color grading? Like, why does nobody teach you why the image should look a certain way? Everybody always goes, and colorists are always like this. So I'm not even going to call them colorists because most people on YouTube do not color grade for a living. They don't know what they're talking about. Most people go, okay, I'm going to adjust contrast because I want the image to pop. Okay, I'm going to do this because I want the image to do this. So they always give you they always tell you what they're doing, but they don't tell you why. But do you want to know why? Look, I'll tell you the secret right now. Nobody fucking knows. That's it. Nobody knows. Color grading, listen. It's difficult. The real truth is that it's difficult. You need to understand that nobody talks about the things that we talk about in our videos because nobody actually knows better. I mean, have you ever watched 2 to 3 videos in a row and they kind of say the same thing over and over again, but just from different authors? How is it that we all color grade in the same way? Actually fucking think about it. Turn your brain on for a second, please. If color grading is so special and you can be so creative, why do all color grading videos look the same? Why do we all strive for the same fucking look? Do you want to know what people make you strive for? They make you do this. Hold up. They give you this. Listen. Up exposure. Make sure the image pops. You have something like this. Then you get blue in your shadows. You counteract that with some split toning. Boom, you've got your image. How long did it take me? Be serious. So why is it that we all strive for something like this? I thought color grading was art. Do we all have the same taste now? No, it's because people don't teach you why you should be doing the things you're doing. The creators themselves learn from the people you listen to. Like the people you listen to the people you listen to. And the people they listen to, it's a fucking circle. Do you understand that? That's why it's all the same. Why does this fucking look get pushed to you every time, no matter what? I can tell you, in the real world, ladies and gentlemen, it does not work this way. Oh, it would be so easy if every client asked me, hey, can we just get this? But it's not. So how do you get out of this? What exactly is wrong with you? Why can you not color grade like I do? Why is it so hard for you and why is it so easy for me? What is it that I got that you don't have? The thing is this. You lack a blueprint, and I'm going to give it to you right now. Professional color grading becomes actually very simple when you follow these steps. The first thing we've got to ask ourselves is, what is my objective? If we don't know what we're striving for, how do we get there? How do we even get there? Where are you going? So, what is your objective? So one, we need to understand our goal. Now, the goal, I'm going to tell you straight, is to align with the video's purpose. What does that mean? Now, let's say that you have a music video. I talk about music videos because I used to grade a lot of them. Now, in music videos, a lot of the time, if you're grading a rap video, let's say, you need to make the video look like whoever is in it is living the life. You're a rock star, right? Okay, so you need to have the grade. The video, let's not even talk about the grade. The video itself needs to make the person look like a rock star. Now, when we get to the color grading, the type of color grading that serves well this type of video, do you know which one it is? It is the bigger than reality color grading. It's the color grading with bold colors, huge contrast, beautiful. It's the kind of color grading where you watch it, it's good looking, but at the same time, like it's believable, but it's better than the life you live. So that when I live it in my video, I look like a fucking G. That's what works. Okay, that's how you make clients happy. So let's instead think about something else. Let's say you're doing a documentary. Let's say that we're doing a documentary about a scammer and it scams old couples. Let's say a very serious topic. Would you go for a color pass that is so bold and so rich and playful? You wouldn't. Why wouldn't you? We need to. What are we doing right now? By the way, I'll give you a gem. So what we do right now, so that you know exactly what we're doing, we're rationalizing colors. This is the process we're doing right now. So we are basically, I'm teaching you, and this is a top tier skill. I'm teaching you how to translate emotions, feelings into colors, okay, so that you can understand the language of color grading. So if we have this raw, deep, serious video, this documentary, well, how would you imagine it? Like, you kind of know about this stuff. It's just that people have brainwashed the fuck out of your brain and now you don't know how to think for yourself. But if you actually think and turn your brain on, how should it look? Well, I'm expecting it to not be so fucking playful and cheerful because we're actually like, we want to pay attention and it's a serious topic and maybe we want to, I don't know, the grade needs to feel authentic, like it needs to feel raw. So maybe we kind of want it to not look as good. Do you understand now the mindset? So it's not about having the most beautiful image either way. That's actually something that amateurs do. I've had clients compliment me on grades that the me from 4 years ago would have thought, wait, is there a colorist on this one? It looks trash in the sense that it could look 10 times better. It could look more colorful, more of this, but it's not about what you add. Please listen to me. Listen, I've lost clients because of this. So I used to be the videographer, right? Before becoming a colorist, I had 1 year experience and I wanted to become a colorist because I had understood that I liked color grading more than I liked videography itself. So I got approached by a production company and they basically wanted me to color grade a video, a commercial. It was a big shot. Okay, trust me. It was a big shot. And to this day, I'm still too embarrassed to say which production company it was and for which brand, because it was like on the magnitude of Gucci, Sony, like really big brand, right? So they hit me up. They asked me, hey, Giuseppe, can you color grade this type of thing? And I had some experience. I was publishing some of my own color grades and they were, they looked good. They looked okay. So they wanted me to jump in and do something for them. I went in with what I knew, which were techniques that could make some type of footage look good, but absolutely demolished everything else. And I destroyed their footage. And I remember I sent them, like I was talking to the producer. If you're not familiar with this language, with what these people do, the producer basically supervises what's going on, the budget, logistics, blah, blah, blah. I talked to the guy that was handling all the stuff, okay? I talked to him, I sent in the files, the video files, and he fired me on the spot. And to me, it was fucking unbelievable because I had applied every technique that I knew that would make the footage look better. But what they needed was not for the image to look canonically better with what I thought was going to be better. It was to actually achieve the video's purpose. And they fired me on the spot. We never worked again together. So I do not want you to make the same mistakes as I did. I lost a fuck ton of clients because of this, because nobody taught me this. So I'm going to tell you a beautiful story of how I learned this. So I used to color grade a lot of music videos because as a videographer, I started shooting music videos. So I had a ton of experience with that. And I said, hey, why don't I not try to color grade music videos as well? So I can start with something that I at least already know. So I started with that. And eventually I was in a call with this potential client and he had a short film. Now he asked me, Giuseppe, I need you to color grade this short film, but have you ever color graded one? Like, is this, can you show me something? And I remember being in the call right there with him. And I was like, it's kind of embarrassing when you have to admit that it's going to be your first time, right? So I was like, I'm going to be sincere with this guy. I'm going to tell him, hey, this is actually my first time color grading a short film. Are you okay with that? And I remember, I'm very honest with you. I remember he was like, yeah, no problem. I just want to ask you a few questions. So what do you think is the difference between color grading a music video and color grading a short film? And that was a fucking brutal question, bro. And I remember I was right there in the call. Imagine a video call. He asked me that question and I started to think. This, like a few seconds. It took a few seconds. I was trying to think, whoa. I was like, hey, I know just the right answer. I said, the difference is that when we color grade music videos, usually we are more concerned with how good they quote unquote look. But when we talk about narrative content, such as short films, we are more concerned with conveying the right feeling. I got the client. I got the fucking client, bro. He looked at me. He started smiling. He was like, yeah, fucking finally somebody gets it. And I'm telling you, the reason people love if you're new, this channel is still fairly small, but I'm expecting to blow up in the next year. The reason people love my advice is because nobody else seems to get what I'm teaching. I realized it there in that moment. Like I had the idea. I really thought, what is the difference? It's always storytelling. This is always what we do. There's no other reason. And this is what made everything click. So from that moment forward, I started to apply the same, actually I started to apply it to music videos as well and to, documentaries, commercials, so every type of content that I work with. And it changed my whole trajectory because I became not somebody that, just gets told what to do. I became the guy you go to when you're not sure of how your footage should look. Giuseppe, what do you think this should look? Do you think this should this conveys the right emotion? No, we should do something else. I want this to have this look. Trust me. You become the guy they trust. If you're a colorist, if you're a videographer, the same thing applies for your videos. Let's say that you're, I'll give you a different example. You might be like, Giuseppe, yeah, but this doesn't apply that well to me. No, it does. You just don't understand it yet. It goes fucking deep. So listen, let's say you're shooting a vlog. Okay, the footage you're watching right now, this is not color graded. This is just straight from my webcam. But let's say that you're shooting a vlog. You got a YouTube channel, okay? And you're shooting a vlog. Now, the way your vlog looks gives your audience a subconscious message. This is fucking deep, bro. Do you understand that the best sense that we have out of all five, it's literally vision. Do you understand that? Also, do you think that if color grading was that easy, just make things look good, just make things look like this all the time and that's it, do you think people would hire people like me? No, they won't. They wouldn't. So what I'm trying to get at, I'm trying to prove to you, because a lot of beginners don't understand this, and you're going to click off this video. Please, trust me. You're going to click off this video and you're going to be like, that was good advice. You're going to go back to your old ways. I don't want you to do that. You need to really close this video. When you're done watching this, go to whatever project you were working on and try to actually fucking think. Is the grade that I'm applying right now, does it serve well my shot? Does it serve my story? It revolutionized everything I know about grading. It's the reason I'm the guy that people listen to. It's awesome. And this is exactly why even the top dogs, I know you watch color grading tutorials. I know you do. That's the reason even the top dogs, you can be as technical as you want. Nobody's going to listen to you. That's why you don't understand those tutorials. Because they teach techniques and science and this and that, but nobody teaches you why the fuck are we doing what we're doing? Why am I wasting my time on DaVinci, man? I want to know that. And this is the reason. So let's go ahead. I'm going to give you the best blueprint you can ever get. So what you want to do is this. You need to understand always video's purpose. Always. You can call it video's mission. You can call it the video's purpose, whatever. At a macro level, so in broad terms, you want to type, bro, I'm not joking. I do this for my videos. I do this for everything because this applies to a lot of areas. You want to sit. It needs to be at the end of the video, what do you think about it? What did it leave you? At the end of this video, what is my viewer going to think about it? Okay, they need to be sad. They need to be they need to be happy when they go to this, to this park because it's a commercial for a new park that they're opening in your town. Let's say you're shooting a video, right? Okay, we have the video's purpose at a macro level. So let's type this out. So at the macro level, video's purpose, okay? You need to do this. Now, after you do this, you need to go deep. Okay, we do not want to stop here because this by itself, it will get you far, but it will not get you 100% of the way there. So what do you do then? You need to go scene by scene and shot by shot. So what you do is this. You basically, and I have, if you want to see this in action, I have a ton of guides and you can literally see me grade on this channel. Bro, I know a lot of people, they are astonished that this channel has such low views because it's new. But the advice is so good that people are like, bro, what the fuck? Why is this shit? One, why is this for free? This should be paid content. Two, why does it have so much, so few views? And I'm telling you, it's because it's new. So go watch my other videos. If you actually want to see this put into practice, this is what you need to watch. So macro level, video's purpose. Then you need to go scene by scene analysis. This doesn't need to take long. Listen, when I say analysis, I'm not talking spend 3 days and 1 night camping outside your house, try to understand the deeper meaning of life. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying watch every scene, try to understand, try to get the purpose for every scene as well, okay? It's okay if they all have the same purpose. I'm not saying don't be one of those people that does something just to do something. If your only purpose in the video is one and every scene has the same purpose, good. Better for you, bro. It's going to be simpler to actually achieve that, right? So scene by scene analysis, good. Now, when you do this, what you're lacking, okay? You need to translate into colors, okay? And right now we encounter another roadblock because nobody has taught you. So this is the real deal. You're taking notes and you're praying, please, the Giuseppe guy, please tell me. So how do I translate into color? How do I make decisions? So what you need is this. You need a grading compass. Now I have another video. Go watch that one. After you finish this one, I have another video or top link in the description takes you to the Color Kings Academy where I give you the ultimate value. I give everything that I know, right? I have a video on the color grading compass, which is literally what you need to translate feelings, purpose into colors. Because it's literally every type of video characteristic, it gets translated into a specific step that you apply in color grading. It's bro, it got viral on Reddit by itself. That video is getting views by people on Reddit by itself. It made my fucking day when I found out. So translate into colors. If you don't know how to do that, which is one of the most difficult steps for beginners, go watch that video after you finish watching this one. It's on my channel. And the video is titled Color Grading for People Who Hate Color Grading Tutorials. Now, after this, what you need to do is you actually need to go implement techniques. But I need to save you. I respect a lot the fact that you're still watching because these people, these tutorials, they don't get watched by a lot of people. So I'll reward you with some deep value. Hold on a second. I need to type this on the screen so that we get a clear picture. So translate into colors, and then you want to apply techniques. Okay, and these techniques, they should make you achieve the color that you envision for the scene, for the video. Right? We have this, but what is the problem here? What will you encounter? You will see, most people on YouTube, there's another hidden problem, and I'm gonna unveil it to you right now. Have you orange and teal, right? So orange and teal, most people, how do they teach it to you? So even if you're a total beginner, I bet everything that you have seen somebody do this and call it a day. Well, granted, this is a little too much, but you've seen somebody do this. And when they do this, they usually call it split toning. We're doing orange and teal. We're doing this because this makes the image look better, which doesn't make fucking sense. We've gone over that. But they do this. Now, if you actually want it, so let's say that, I'll give you, I'll have a practical demonstration. Stick with me. Bear with what I'm saying right now. It'll make everything click for you. Please, you see that I'm destroying every limiting belief that you have. Please keep trusting me because I'm giving you the real value. So let's say that I want to have my video for some reason. I have determined that I want orange and teal in my video, which is totally fine. I have nothing against it if it's a proper decision, right? So what I want is orange and teal. Now, most people do this. Look, they go right here, they apply the teal part, and they go back like this. And the image looks a little washed out like this. We have no more neutral colors and whatever. What is going on? There's multiple ways to achieve this. The roadblock that I want to save you from, like the time that I want to save you, is the fact that when you understand, I've told you, understand video's purpose, scene by scene, you translate into colors, and then you want to apply techniques. Since you're going to be dealing with different types of footage, you can't always apply the same technique. That's why you need a lot of techniques. That's why you need to know how to leverage different tools. Okay, I won't go too deep into that because it'll make this video too complex to understand. But what I want to say is that if you want to obtain, let's say for every one of these scenes, the same type of look, it'll probably take more than just the same technique. Because on some scenes, it may be too much, too little. It may not work properly. So even when you want to have always like the same look, you will need to employ different techniques. That's when you need different techniques. So what you're lacking right now, let's go back to the full picture. So what you lack right now was all this big picture that we've got, and the trap you're going to fall into is Flatline Fred's trap. I need to save you from this trap. Please believe me. I do not know what way there is for me to make myself more believable from a screen. Please trust me. If this clicked for you right now, I want to give you trust me, the best advice I can give you to save time, tears. I'll save you tears, bro. I legit thought that I could not become a colorist because of this reason. Please fucking trust me. What will happen to you is this. Since you don't have a big repertoire of techniques, you need techniques, but techniques come after strategies. So this is what you want to come from a macro level. This is always going to be the techniques. Individual techniques, they get you killed in the long term. This is going to keep you alive. But when you get to this level, when you understand all of this, what will happen is this. If you don't know the right techniques, and I'm not talking about tips and tricks that they give you on YouTube. No, you should go watch some of my other videos, like my practical videos. You should see like the way I think about my footage. It's much more strategic. I have some guides where I literally color grade for 2 hours straight. Go watch them. Like if you really want to be a student, and I believe that you could be one of my best students if you're watching up until this point. Go watch some of my videos and then go check the top link in the description because you'll see how strategic I am when I do color grading. So I'm not just talking about tips and tricks, new ways to use your gain, whatever. No. It's a bit deeper than that, but you need to go watch my videos to understand what I'm saying because you need to see it on DaVinci. What will happen to you is this. Since you don't have a big repertoire of techniques right now, you will fail to Flatline Fred. Let me type this out. Who is Flatline Fred? Flatline Fred basically is a voice that we all hear, and I still hear the voice. You hear the voice. Everybody has this. Nobody's safe. Okay, I am not safe. I need to be on my guard always. Basically, it's when your techniques, when they fail to get you to the result that you wanted to get to. So you try to apply techniques, but they don't work. They don't get you to your video's purpose. They just don't look right. Yeah, it just doesn't work. So when that happens, Flatline Fred is the voice of the doubts that is going to lead you into his trap. What is it? It's overgrading. So overgrading is what happens especially when you only know techniques. It's counterintuitive. It happens when you do this and you don't know techniques. And it happens when you do the opposite, when you start from the bottom and you try to go your own way in reverse. Basically, since your techniques don't currently work, you think that the only reason they don't work is because you haven't applied enough of them. And this is wrong. Please, I am doing my best to make myself as trustworthy as I can be to make you not lose time and hope for yourself. I have a fucking video on my channel where it's a coaching call. You can see what I said to the student. 1-to-1 coaching call. Go watch it. Huge, insane value. Again, this should be paid content. I tell him, the reason, your image, you ruined it. It looked fine before. And as soon as I got him to step back and we both looked at it, he was like, fuck, Giuseppe, you were right. You're fucking right. So what is the problem? When you do this and you lack techniques, or when you go in reverse, either way, bro, you're gonna get fucked by Flatline Fred, and that's the voice, and he will lead you into overgrading. This is what will get you to lose clients. This is the real danger. And this happens to every beginner. Please trust me. You think this is not you. You think this is not you. No, he's not talking to me. He's not talking to me. I promise it is you. I'll tell you what. You have a video that you really put a lot of effort into, right? You have one of those videos where you try to, difficult. It's very important for you. You want it to look the best. Those videos where you have high expectations for yourself, they're usually the ones where you're most vulnerable to flatline Fred. What you want to do is this. Go watch that video now in DaVinci. Watch it graded. You now got used to it, right? You're used to how it looks when it's graded. Now disable everything and watch how the video looks just by itself. You're going to see that it wasn't so trash to begin with. That it was actually okay. It's okay looking. I actually need to do a lot less than what I'm doing right now. Fuck. I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you. Since you're lazy, I'm going to show it to you in this video. This is the video I'm talking about. Go watch it. Again, please go watch it. So, since you're lazy, I'm going to show the video I'm talking about. This one, he paid me for color grading coaching. Here's everything I told him live. I may change the title because I'm testing new titles to see which one performs better. But you need to see, when we were looking at the grade, I need to show you. Okay, so this is the original picture, kind of like this. It looks normal, maybe a little too bright. You can bring it down, you can do something to it. But if you actually go see his grade, this is his grade. Bro, what the fuck is this? And we were in the call. You see this in the video. I was like, don't you realize that you ruined your own image? Like, you have a layer just for the sky and you want him to pop out of the screen. You had some blue. You had a lot here because this is like this. And the problem is this. These are the people that listen to the top level colorists. He listens to some good guys. They know what they're talking about. Like, they are very technical. But your problem is not technical. This is too many things going on, man. Because you lack this. So, what are your next steps? So, your next steps are these. First, I want you to go watch the video on the grading compass. You need to watch it because it's making things click for a lot of people. I told you, like, it surprised me the other day. I saw that I was receiving some traffic from Reddit. So I went to ChatGPT. I was like, hey, can you find out where on the internet they talk about my video on Reddit? And it got me the post, and it's a post from a few days ago. A guy asks sources for color grading, and people are praising that tutorial. It made my fucking day, man. I'm telling you. It made me smile. I don't know, going from a guy that thought, I'm talking about me, going from the fact that I thought I could never become a colorist to actually, you know, people praising the advice that I'm giving. I'm so happy. That's why I want to provide you with a lot of value. And again, I sell my paid product. This is what, like, my channel, this is just a funnel. Like, I'm giving a lot of value to people, and people, when they want to get even more, they know that I give a lot of value, they buy my product. So I have a Color Kings Academy, top link in the description, if you want to go check it out. So you need to go watch that video about the grading compass. Go watch that video so that you understand how to actually rationalize colors, because I have a beautiful explanation there, and it's making things click for a lot of people. Then after you watch the video about the grading compass, what I want you to do, go watch, just to be safe, go watch the video where I do coaching, and go watch, it's called 2 hours of pro color grading, making a basic Instagram edit go viral. Go watch that video, beautiful video where you really see, it's not one of those flashy videos, like, it's fucking 2 hours of me working on DaVinci. Just scrub through it, watch a few parts, see how I really handle my footage, what I think, and you really see me having doubts. You see me making mistakes, and you see, like, me handling client revision, so you literally see what a realistic workflow looks like. And you see, I tell you, I want the image to look like this because we need the image to achieve this. So you literally see what's going on. So I want you to do that. And then, and only then, if you want to get the best value I can personally provide for you, top link in the description, again, takes you to my online Color Kings Academy, which is my online school. I have courses there. I teach people exactly how to replicate the results I got for myself. You get a fuck ton of bonuses. I teach you not only color grading, but you also get a community. I literally give you, like, the workflow that got me a lot of clients. Like, you can literally get clients tomorrow. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. Go check the top link in the description. You'll find out. So I give everything. There's nothing more that I can give people. Like, that's literally it. So if you are really curious, if you like the value that I'm giving, if things click for you, go watch some of those videos, and check out the top link in the description, because that might really, really change your trajectory as well. God bless you.